Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna do a quick video on, I guess, sinking funds. I will eventually do a more in-depth video on it, but I just kind of wanted to go over what I've done as far as my sinking funds this month. So I have these little pages or one of these pages that came in the Happy Planner budget edition, which is like the spend well or whatever. I love this, by the way. Anyhow, it has these like savings goals, and so I'm using that. I made photocopies of it, which I know it's cheap or whatever, and eventually I'll like make my own, but I just wanted to get it done. But I have these all kind of set up for my sinking funds because I know some people use it to like track bill payments, or not bills, but well, they are bills, but debt payments and things like that. But I don't have any actual debt other than my mortgage. So I set it up for each sinking fund. So I've got a few sinking funds, like my home maintenance, my quarterly life insurance and trash, my dental plan, vacation, which I've got like nothing in there, emergency fund, medical, car, back to school clothes, back to school supplies, if you've got kids, that creeps up on you, Christmas, birthday gifts of any kind, my car insurance sinking fund, because my car insurance is due in May, and then my mortgage. The reason I have one for my mortgage is actually, it's not for my total of my mortgage, it's for the portion that I need to pay down to be able to get rid of my mortgage insurance premium. I have an FHA loan. And luckily I bought my house before they changed the FHA rules. Now if you get an FHA loan, you have to pay the mortgage insurance for the life of the loan, or until you refinance or sell your home or whatever. When I bought it, you had to pay it for 5 years and until you paid down the mortgage 78% of the loan amount. So I called my lender, and the magic number for us was $8,902.38 more that we need to pay to get rid of that. We did that in February. I just took everything that we had other than our emergency fund, everything that we had in any savings account, kind of bled our checking account dry. I'm also a bit of a cash hoarder. So any cash that I've gotten in the past few years or whatever, I've literally kept in an envelope underneath my bed. So I did that. I grabbed all of that cash, I deposited it in the bank, I moved all of our savings into our checking account except for our emergency fund, and we had enough to do that. And the reason I so desperately wanted to do that is it will save us, I think, like $120 a month, which is awesome. So it really wasn't technically part of baby step 2, so I've kind of considered us in a baby step 2.5 for, the past like year, basically. But we haven't really even been trying to pay it down. It wasn't until I decided to kind of kick us in gear this year in 2018, and with this beautiful little planner and this channel and holding us accountable for our spending, that sorry, that sounded weird with my voice. I was like in the middle of swallowing and talking at the same time, so sorry about that. So yeah, we did that. I threw $9,000 at it. So this is technically done. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm super excited by this. We paid $9,000. So we are done with this. Like, this page is done. I don't know if I should just put like a check mark or something washy, cute thing at some point. But yeah, I'm super excited about that. I will go ahead and fill out some of my other, my other sinking fund stuff. We paid $250 in February. I'm not going to put like how much we paid in each month, or I guess maybe I can put like how much we paid and then how much is in there. Let's do that. So I paid, I hate not taking these out of the rings because these rings are so big, but I don't feel like doing that right now. $250 in February, and then, so that means we have $500 in the sinking fund. And I think I'll probably make some a printout of some kind. Unfortunately, I didn't put anything in here in January or February. I probably will be able to in March now that we have that tax return. I have a ton more money to kind of play around with. But like I mentioned in a previous video, I'm not going to do that until March 8th, which is the day before the first paycheck of the month. I think that's the schedule I'm going to try and keep, is to do my sinking funds the day before the first paycheck of each month. That way it's consistent and I know I have enough money to pay whatever bills we need to pay and all that. Same thing with back to school. I put absolutely nothing, and I need to get on these things because it'll creep up so bad. Same thing with back to school clothes. So I'm not doing great on my sinking funds, as you can see, but I did throw $9 grand on that mortgage, so it didn't leave much for us to put anywhere else, really. But it was well worth it because, I mean, that's what, like over $1,200, you know, more than that, like $1,400 a year. We were basically just throwing away. So yeah, I'm glad to see that go. It makes me really happy. So nothing in our car. This is obviously apart from the car insurance. Also nothing in the medical. So this is a super informative video I've got here. Lots of zeros. But you know, it is what it is. Emergency fund. Technically I already had $1,000, but since I moved everything around, I'm just gonna go ahead and put, well, I'll put 0 and then the $1,000. And that, I guess that's what the baby step I will be on now in March would be, building our, baby step 3, our building our emergency fund. So that'll be fun to watch grow. So 0, and then we still have $1,000 in there. So that's our beginner emergency fund, I guess. Nothing in vacation. God knows we can't take one right now anyway. Alright, something I can actually write down. Dental, I did do the $75. Oops. Well, that wasn't right, but whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna go over here. So used to writing zeros. And then $75. Quarterly life insurance, I did pay that this time too. What is it? $90.70. This is for my life insurance and my trash. Unfortunately, our life insurance expires soon. Maybe even this year or next year, because it's a term life. We got it when we were pretty young and we were pretty stupid, and our mortgage or our insurance agent wasn't very helpful. He was just trying to cash in apparently on whatever commission he could get. But we got like $1 million each for 10 years, and that was pretty dumb because we would have been better off doing like $250 for a 30-year term or whatever, which would have been so much smarter than what we did. Especially now I have an autoimmune disease. I have MS. I've been diagnosed, so I can't get life insurance. I tried, and they made me jump through a lot of hoops, and I had to give a lot of blood and all that stuff, and then I was still like denied because I'm too new. Like I've been newly diagnosed, even though I've really had it for a while, but I didn't get diagnosed until this year. So I can't get life insurance. So I'm super regretful of not getting a longer life insurance term. So if you're considering life insurance, don't go with a big number for a short term. Go for a more reasonable number for a longer term. That will work out to your benefit in the long run, just in case something happens. You know, God forbid, I don't wish it upon anybody, but God forbid, you know, you get a disease, an autoimmune disease, and then you can't get life insurance, which really sucks. So, side note on insurance, a little bit of advice now that I've gone through it. I don't even know why you can't get life insurance when you have MS. It's not a disease that kills you. It's just a disease that sucks and makes you disabled. So it really doesn't make sense to me. Your life expectancy is not any you know, shortened in any way that I know of with MS. So I don't get it, but their underwriters do what they're gonna do, so you can't change that at all. So anyhow, this is how my sinking funds look. I know it's not great in any of these categories, but like I said, we paid $9,000 off of our mortgage amount, so I'm pretty pleased with that. I did also want to mention where I put my sinking funds. I have my checking account, and I have two savings account actually attached to that checking account, but it's like your regular bank checking account, so you only get like 0.01%, which is like absolutely nothing, complete waste. I moved ours to Sonova. I want to say it's Sonova, and I think theirs is like 1.4%. I'll check the numbers and do an actual like video on this at one point, but it's like 1.4%. So, you know, like I said, you're not going to get rich off of these kind of small things, but if you're gonna stick your money in there and it's just gonna sit there for a rainy day basically anyway, you might as well collect a little bit of money on it. The other thing I did was I opened a Discover checking account because they have a cashback debit card, and I haven't actually used it yet, and I'm gonna move, what I think I'm gonna do is move my grocery money and my gas money in there and only use the debit card for that and get points there. And I think I'm just gonna keep my real checking account or my main checking account and have my bills get paid out of that, and then just move, you know, that money over to the Discover one to get the points, or the, not points, but the cash back or whatever. And like I said, it's only like 1%, so I'm not gonna get rich off of it, but dude, if I can get a little bit of money here and there, I'm gonna take it. You know, people cut coupons and save like 25 cents on a, you know, item, so I might as well try and save a little money here and there as well. But anyhow, that is pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. I wanted to kind of celebrate myself a little bit. So this is a little bit of a celebratory video for myself. I have said I was going to do sinking funds video, and then this is a great time to do it since I did just pay this last week. So yeah, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing, and I hope to see you soon. See you next time.